I woke up because I heard my name, not shouted, not whispered, spoken calmly, the way someone talks when they already know you're listening. "Hey," my voice said, "can you come here for a second?" My eyes opened instantly. The room was dark, lit only by the faint glow of the city outside the window. Rain tapped softly against the glass. Somewhere below, a siren passed and faded into the distance. I lay completely still. I live alone. No roommates, no pets, no overnight guests. That detail matters, because the voice had come from the living room, and it sounded exactly like me. At first, my brain tried to protect me. Sleep paralysis, hypnagogic hallucination, that half-dream state where reality hasn't fully loaded yet. I closed my eyes again and focused on my breathing. Slow in, slow out. Then it spoke again, clearer this time. "Hey, I know you're awake." My stomach dropped. The voice wasn't distorted. It wasn't echoing. It had the same slight rasp mine gets when I've just woken up. The same tired cadence. The same me. I sat up slowly, the sheets sliding down my legs. The apartment was silent. No TV, no music, no movement. Just the sound of my own breathing and something else. A faint shifting noise, like someone adjusting their weight on the couch, in my living room. I checked my phone. 3:17 a.m. No missed calls, no notifications. I texted my friend anyway, even though I knew he wouldn't be awake. Me. "Are you awake?" The typing bubble never appeared. Before I could put the phone down, my voice spoke again. "You don't have to be scared. I just need to show you something." It sounded patient. That scared me more than yelling would have. I stood up. My feet felt cold against the floor as I moved toward the bedroom door. I didn't turn on the light. I don't know why. Maybe I was afraid of what I'd see if I did. The hallway beyond my door was dark. The living room was darker. Streetlight glow barely reached that far. I stopped at the threshold, heart hammering so hard I could feel it in my throat. "Where are you?" I asked. My voice sounded small. From the couch came my reply. "Right here, where I always am." Something shifted again. The cushions creaked. I took one step back. That's when it laughed. Not a deep laugh. Not a sinister one. Just a quiet exhale through the nose. My laugh. The one I do when something makes sense, but I don't want to admit it yet. "You always do this," the voice said. "You hesitate." I turned on the hallway light. The bulb flickered once, then steadied. The living room came into view. The couch, the coffee table, the chair by the window, all exactly where they should be. Except for one thing. Someone was sitting on the couch, in the exact spot I usually sit. Same posture, same slouch. Same way I hooked my ankle over my knee without thinking. I couldn't see their face. The light didn't reach that far, but I didn't need to. I knew, because when it spoke again, it leaned forward slightly, and I watched my own shadow stretch across the wall. "I was wondering when you'd notice," my voice said. My vision tunneled. My hands went numb. This wasn't a dream. I knew that with terrifying clarity. Dreams don't smell like cold air and dust. Dreams don't make your knees feel weak. "What do you want?" I asked. The thing on the couch tilted its head. "Honestly," it said, "I wanted to see if you'd come when I called." It stood up, slowly, deliberately. When it stepped into the light, I had to clamp a hand over my mouth to stop myself from screaming. It wasn't perfect. That was the worst part. The face was mine, but wrong in small ways. Eyes just a little too still. Smile held a fraction too long. Skin pale, like it hadn't seen sunlight in a while. Like it had been indoors, waiting. "You sound different when you're afraid," it said softly. I wanted to hear it again. I ran. I slammed the bedroom door behind me and locked it, chest burning, lungs screaming for air. My hands shook so badly I dropped my phone twice trying to dial emergency services. From the other side of the door, my voice spoke calmly. "You don't have to lock it. You know I can wait." Footsteps moved away, toward the kitchen, toward the window, toward the rest of my apartment. My phone buzzed, a text message. From my own number, me. "Why won't you come out?" Me. I just want to talk. I backed into the corner of the room and slid down the wall, pulling my knees to my chest. Outside, the city kept moving. Cars passed, people lived, and in the next room, something that wore my voice was learning how I reacted. I didn't sleep, not even for a second. I stayed curled up on the floor of my bedroom, back against the wall, eyes locked on the door like it might start breathing if I looked away. My phone buzzed again. Another message. Me. You're always like this. Me. You panic before listening. I didn't reply. I turned the phone face down and shoved it under my pillow, like that could make it disappear. From the living room came the sound of drawers opening, slowly, carefully. The silverware tray rattled. A cabinet door creaked. The refrigerator opened, closed. It knew my apartment, not generally, specifically. It moved the way I moved when I didn't want to make noise. You're going to hurt yourself sitting like that, my voice said from somewhere near the kitchen. You always do. My throat tightened. That was something I'd said to myself before, out loud, when I thought I was alone. Time stretched. Minutes felt thick, sticky, hard to peel away from each other. At some point, the footsteps stopped. The apartment went quiet again. Too quiet. I checked the time. 4:02 a.m. The sky outside the window was still black, but the rain had stopped. Streetlights reflected off wet pavement, casting long, wavering shadows that moved when nothing else did. I stood up slowly, joints stiff. My legs felt weak, like I'd been holding my breath for hours. I pressed my ear to the door. Nothing. No breathing. No movement. I unlocked it anyway. I don't know why. Curiosity is a dangerous thing when fear starts to feel familiar. The hallway light was still on. The living room was empty. The couch cushions were indented, like someone had just stood up. The kitchen light was off. The refrigerator hummed softly. Everything looked normal. Almost. On the coffee table, my phone sat face up. I hadn't left it there. The screen lit up as soon as I saw it. A text appeared. Me. I told you I wasn't going to hurt you. I stepped back. My heel hit the edge of the rug. I nearly fell. I don't know what you are, I said, my voice shaking, but you need to leave. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then my voice came from behind me. I can't leave, it said gently. This is where you keep me. I spun around. It stood in the hallway. Closer now. Too close. The details were sharper. The way it blinked slightly out of sync. The way its smile pulled a little too wide. The way it held its hands like it was copying a posture from memory. Where did you come from? I asked. It frowned. Actually frowned, like the question confused it. From you, it said. From the spaces you don't look at. From the pauses between thoughts. It took a step forward. I took two back. Stop, I said. It stopped. That felt worse. I didn't mean tonight, it continued. I meant before. Months ago. Late nights. Talking to yourself. Practicing conversations that never happened. My stomach sank. I do that. On walks, in the shower, when I can't sleep. You're very loud when you think no one is listening, it said. I bolted for the front door. My hand closed around the knob. It didn't turn. The lock slid back into place on its own. Click. Behind me, my voice sighed. You always try the obvious exit first. The lights flickered. The shadows on the walls deepened, stretching toward me like they were reaching. Why are you doing this? I yelled. There was a pause, then, because you finally noticed me, it said, and because you're tired of being alone. The words landed heavy, uncomfortable, too accurate. I don't want this, I said. I know, it replied softly. You never do, at first. The hallway felt narrower. The air felt thicker. Every sound echoed too long. My phone buzzed again. Another message. Me, don't worry. Me, I won't replace you. Me, we can take turns. My vision blurred. What does that mean? I whispered. It stepped closer, stopping just outside arm's reach. Rest, it said. Let me handle things for a while. You're so tired. I realized then that it wasn't trying to scare me anymore. It was trying to convince me. And part of me, a quiet, exhausted part, wanted to listen. That was when I heard the knock. 3 sharp taps from inside the bathroom. The knock came again. 3 taps, slow, deliberate, from inside my bathroom. I stared at the closed door, my mind struggling to keep up. The bathroom light was off. I hadn't gone in there since I woke up, and I hadn't heard it walk past me. My voice, the other one, stood beside me in the hallway, head tilted slightly, listening. "Oh," it said softly, "you hear that too?" My heart was pounding so hard I thought I might pass out. "What's in there?" I asked. It didn't answer right away. Instead, it smiled, not the copying smile anymore. Something calmer, more confident. "That's where you started hiding me," it said, "when you were younger." Another knock, this time louder. I took a step back, my shoulder brushing the wall. "You don't remember," it continued, "but you talk to mirrors a lot. You rehearse things you were afraid to say. You stayed awake when everyone else slept." The bathroom door handle twitched, just a little. "I listened," it said. "I learned how to sound like you, how to think like you." The handle turned. The door creaked open. Inside the bathroom, the mirror reflected the hallway. Reflected me. Reflected it. But there was something else. Behind the glass. Not a face. Not a body. Just depth. Like the mirror was a window instead of a surface. Something moved inside it. Slowly. Breathing. "I stayed there," it said quietly, "until you made enough room." The bathroom light flicked on by itself. The mirror rippled, and I understood. This wasn't a copy. It wasn't a twin. It was everything I'd pushed away over the years. Every thought I swallowed. Every sentence I never said. Every night I lay awake talking to no one. It had been listening, growing, waiting for me to finally notice it. "You can't be real," I whispered. It turned to look at me. "I am real," it said. "You just didn't want me to be outside." The mirror cracked, not shattered, cracked. A thin line spread across the glass like a smile forming. From inside the mirror, my voice spoke again. But this time, it wasn't coming from the thing beside me. It was coming from behind the glass. "You're so tired," the mirror said. "Let me take care of things." My phone buzzed in my pocket. I didn't need to look. I already knew what it would say. "Me, you can rest now." Me, "I've got it." The thing beside me stepped back, toward the living room, toward my life. "I'll be gentle," it promised. "I'll answer messages, go to work, smile when needed." It paused at the doorway. "You can stay here," it said, "in the quiet, in the mirror, where it's safe." The mirror pulled at me, not physically, mentally, like gravity made of memory. I felt my thoughts slow, my fear soften. For one horrible second, I wanted to let go. Then I saw my reflection blink, and I realized something. It blinked after I did. I screamed. I lunged forward and smashed my elbow into the mirror. Glass exploded outward. The pressure vanished. The hallway lights flickered wildly. The thing in the living room screamed in my voice. But wrong now. Too loud. Too desperate. I ran, barefoot, out the front door, down the stairs, into the street. I didn't stop until my lungs burned and my vision swam. Morning came. Police lights, questions, concerned looks. They told me I'd been found outside my building, bleeding from my arm, babbling about mirrors and voices. They took me to the hospital, said I'd had a stress episode, sleep deprivation, hallucinations. When they let me go, I didn't go back to the apartment. I moved. Different building, different floor. No mirrors except the bathroom one, and I keep it covered. I live quietly now. I don't talk to myself anymore. Not out loud, not ever. But sometimes, late at night, when the city goes quiet, I hear my phone buzz, a message from my own number. "Me, you forgot something." And when I catch my reflection in dark windows, just for a moment, it looks relieved to see me. So tell me, have you ever heard your own voice when you were sure you were alone? Or are you still pretending not to listen?